question I've got to ask you is this. One of God's holy laws says, don't kill. I mean, life is life is valuable. But then again, what I want you to think about is this. So many people have said to me, look, Christianity practically kills. Some Christians I know are the sourest people on earth. Well, I've invited one of the happy Christians I know to help us address this question. Pastor Neil, welcome today, and Ben Ray, Pastor Ben Ray.
Thanks, James.
Now, it's true. You know, some people say, look, Christians are sourpusses. They're killjoys. They kill life. I mean, what do they do except sit in the corner and read the Bible? Yeah,
look, it certainly is an accusation that Christians get hit with a lot.
And sometimes it's true.
And sometimes, sadly, it is true that you can meet some Christians and you just think, man, when was the last time they were happy?
They had a party.
Yeah, but the fact is, God is, right into celebrating big things in life. I mean, you look at the Old Testament. In there, God had 3 or 4 times a year that the Israelites all had to come together, and on one of those occasions they had to spend 10% of their GDP on this giant feast that they were to celebrate for 7 days. I mean,
it'd be nice if John Keys did a party like that.
Well, imagine that, 10% of New Zealand's GDP for a party that lasted 7 days.
That would change my tangy day.
Yeah. Exactly. And the focus of those events was celebratory. Coming together. It wasn't a fast, it was a feast that they were actually celebrating together for a particular reason. And it wasn't just that. Right through to the time of Jesus, people were grizzling about Jesus because he came and he was feasting and he was mixing with people. And he certainly came to bring life and give life so that we can experience it to the full.
So Jesus was a man of fun and laughter.
Absolutely. Okay. I mean, just think of this, the sort of parties I love are the parties you remember what you did, you remember who you were with, and you went away and you have no regrets.
Okay.
And I go to those sort of parties and I absolutely love it. I have a great time. But the way that so many people want to experience those things is, they have to ask their mates what they did because they don't remember because they're so hungover.
Okay.
And so, Christians do things different, but we certainly
still have fun.
Absolutely, have heaps of fun.
In fact, that does help if you're having so much fun and you can remember what you've experienced, I guess. Now, Michaela, your daughter, was a little bit sad that she's seen Italy already. Why is she sad?
Well, she was sad because when she went there, she was only 2 years of age.
So she's got no memories?
She's got no memories of that.
Okay, so one of the things about having a fantastic fun event...
It's being able to remember it.
Okay, and she wants to go back again and see what it's really like this time. Yeah, so looking forward to the future. It adds sparkle to the life. Having a great feast.
Yeah, look, all of that. And Jesus came to not give us a set of restrictions. I mean, you think teams who play competition sports, okay, the rules just define the game and then they can do whatever they like within those rules. And there's complete freedom to operate. And God's laws are the same way. If we follow his laws, we actually have lots more happiness, lots more peace. We don't go around killing and murdering people. Instead, we go around giving people life and adding life and having so much fun in the process.